Hi everyone. I think we all know the situation pretty well. Being on the golf course, get our second or third shot in front of the bunker and then be very fearful to hitting it inside the bunker and messing up our beautiful golf score, which I believe is not really necessary, because with just 3 simple ideas you'll get better scores. So the first thing you should ask yourself is just where to keep your ball position. So just make sure you keep your ball position in the center, because otherwise when you normally would do a chip shot, I assume you would put the ball for a right-hander more towards the right foot and for a left-hander more towards the left foot. So in this situation we want to create a little bit loft to the club, so make sure ball position you keep in the center. The second thing you should ask yourself is the landing spot of the ball. So if you have a very short hole, which is then just over the bunker, you should always use a club which has a little bit more loft. So for instance, a sand wedge, which will stand a 56 degree wedge as well. If you have a very far hole and you have a lot of run behind the bunker towards the hole, you can use a club which has a little bit less loft, which is then maybe a pitching wedge or even a 9. In this situation I use a Titleist SM5 52, a little bit old one, but still does the job for me, and I can get a little bit more lower ball flight, which is exactly what I want to do. And the last and most important thing you should do is obviously about your swing. This idea I will give you now makes the ball a little bit lower and is much easier to execute. So all I want you to do is just fold your hands together in this situation and then just make a few rehearsals and start just using your shoulders. Rock your shoulders like you would do as you would make a putting stroke. I don't want you to see it to use a lot of wrist movement, so which is very common mistake what I see, and instead we'll just want to use a little bit more shoulders and just creating that very nice feeling for our shot. Once you have done this, you'll just take your club and start to create the same sort of feeling. So all you have to go is somewhere in this position, because the likelihood that you'll start with the ball over here is very high. So even you do a backswing just over here, it's absolutely fine. The follow through will look something like this. So this is the backswing, and then you'll just drop the club and your finish position is somewhere near the same as the backswing, somewhere here. Don't do the mistake and make your downswing and start to use your wrist, and that will only cause either fat shots or hitting it over the green, or obviously you're landing in the bunker, which we don't want. So let's put this together now. Make sure ball position is in the center. Concentrate on the target. Don't concentrate on the bunker, because you're taking away your thought, your swing motion to something we don't want, and very likely we'll start hitting it then in the bunker. So make sure you're concentrating on the swing instead of the hazard. Then make one practice routine, just use your shoulders, and then we go with the ball, and you'll see how easy and simple it can be. That was quite nice. As you can see, the ball flight was very low, and this is something we definitely want to create, because most of my students always trying to hit it way too high and then becoming very difficult to score well. And this now will make it much easier and simpler for you. So let me know how this goes for you. I'm sure this idea is very helpful for you, and if you like that content, make sure you smash that subscribe button, and we'll definitely see you then for my next one.